This idea of service, idea of giving back, it seems to be kind of taking a big hit. And I just wonder, I guess, are you seeing any impact yet in terms of the people, numbers of people applying in all of this, or not? And kind of just what's your take on that, and like what we can do to combat it?
You and I have talked about the importance of building. I talk about it all the time. We need to build homes to make California more affordable. We need to build clean energy to tackle our climate challenges and our cost of electricity. But we also have to build communities. And I really think we need to talk about that more. And in communities where people feel connected to each other and connected to something and part of something. So we are in this existential, I think, conversation about which direction, and we can go in a very different direction that I think is dark, or we can turn this around, and that's what we're fighting for. And just to answer your specific question about what we're seeing, for our College Core program, we had over 10,000 young people apply for 3,000 slots. We had
Wow.
7 applications for every one Climate Core position available. Young people are thirsty and they're hungry to be given the opportunity to step up for their community and to make a difference. And if we create those chances, they're going to fill them. Now it's on us to just create more opportunities.
Yeah. And to that point, I asked about elected officials because that's who we work mostly with, but I've heard you talk about this. So, I mean, if you are a company, if you are a private citizen, or, a private funder, there are ways to get involved to support this that are not just policy. So maybe talk a little bit about that.
Totally. This is by absolutely an all hands on deck moment, and we need everybody. So if you are a company, one of the things that we think is so important, and it's why we launched a program called Core to Career, which is to try to help our service members find a job and land and start their career, is we need private companies and businesses to raise their hand and say, we want to raise people, we want to hire people who've served. We want to hire people who have stepped up for their community, who now have a year of experience showing up on time, working with people, solving problems, adapting, communicating with people. Those are the kinds of people that we want to hire. So if you're a company, you can help us by hiring our service members. You can also help by creating a culture of service where you give your employees time off. You encourage them to volunteer. You encourage them to be active in their community. That sends a really powerful message. And then with individuals, we have such big needs. We need thousands of mentors and tutors across the state of California. In every community, we need volunteers at our parks. We need people to support our climate efforts. So there's something that literally every Californian can do, and honestly, every American can do. And we as leaders now need to send that message that we actually need your help.